it's almost another level of defamation to continue to talk about this case, to continue to talk about your relationship with Johnny Depp, and to call the man a liar on national, international television. And the full interview is going to air tonight on a program called Dateline NBC, so she's not done talking. And I will just say really quickly, I'm not into conspiracy theories, but she provides Dateline NBC with notes from her psychologist, which she says is the content she could not share in the trial, these notes from a psychologist that she met with. And they look suspiciously like her own handwriting, Kevin. I'm just going to throw it out there.
I'm not surprised. I tell you what was, I mean, I suppose we shouldn't laugh too much about this, but there is something humorous about it, that one of the jurors revealed that the reason the jury decided that she was telling a pack of lies, porky pies as we call them here in England, was when she went into the dock and gave that hysterical performance, a theatrical performance, you know, weeping and wailing, basically like a poor quality soap actress. And they noticed that these were genuinely crocodile tears, that while she was weeping and wailing, her face remained suspiciously dry. And they just said, she's faking it. She's faking it. That's how she lost the case.
Yes, and you know, they also noted how quickly her attitude would change and how she would go from this, you know, like sobbing fake crocodile tears to very cold and stern within a matter of seconds. You know, and I'm okay with you laughing about this, because Amber Heard has made this a joke on an entire other level. You know, she says to Savannah Guthrie during the interview that she's not surprised that she lost the case because Johnny Depp convinced people that he had scissors for hands. I mean, that is word salad. That is chaos. And then calling a lot of the people that took the stand randos. So this is not a woman that's taking it seriously either. To say, I mean, none of us thought Johnny Depp had scissors for hands. I mean, it's just bizarre the way she talks about this. And she also says she still loves him. So
I got this kind of suspicion that that's not reciprocal. But she is disrespecting the court. I mean, you can't sit through, what was that, a 3-week case, a very traumatic, emotional case where we once again had this couple hanging out their dirty laundry in public. Details that even journalists like you and I would rather not know, you know. I mean, usually I think, oh, blimey, that was an amazing story, but it was too much, too personal, too intimate. You know what I'm talking about. Let's not go into the gory details. But the case went on. She lost. She must respect the court's decision. And frankly, Johnny Depp, if he turns around and says, right, hang on a second, I won that case and you're now saying I'm a liar and the court wasn't right. If he wants to sue her for defamation, it's an open and shut case, isn't it?
All over again, because that's what she just lost. And by the way, you know, she says that this vitriol for her on the internet is bots, and that it is a planned campaign paid for by Johnny Depp. Well, if that's true, and these are not real people, and this is all automation, then who are you trying to convince by going on these television shows and making up all these fresh allegations? So, yeah, she's really just painting herself into a corner. If her ultimate objective is to work again in Hollywood, there's no way, because her whatever she did on the stand, like you said, it was like Meghan Markle, Hallmark Channel, like it wasn't even worthy of anything. That no award show's gonna have.
Good analogy. Yeah, I mean, but so where does she go from here? As I say, Johnny may react and say, listen, you can't do this. You can't defame me all over again and sue her again. But if she'd have shut up and just quietly withdrawn, shall we say, for 6 months, I think she might have been able to stage some sort of Hollywood comeback. But with this behaviour, she's hopelessly in denial. I would suggest not in her right state of mind. She's destroying her career, isn't she?
Absolutely. If she had gone away for, I would say 6 months is not enough for the internet to forgive her. But
60 years?
yeah, if she'd gone away for a year or two, become mom of the year, she has a little girl, you know, and if we would have seen her in a different light, she could have continued to do some of the indie films she talked about doing. By the way, a $60,000 paycheck for an indie film. You know, she was saying she was hurt by Johnny Depp, so she was having to do $60,000 indie films for like 3 days worth of work. That's okay. You know, Johnny Depp didn't hurt you that bad. If you're hit your reputation that bad, if you're still making $60,000 a film, but she could go back to doing some of those indie films and really build up her resume, and we would forgive and forget because Hollywood loves a good story like that. But the victimhood, the having, you know, the delusion, it's just so uncomfortable to watch, and I don't think anybody wants to be associated or to work with her.
Yeah, I mean, over here in Britain, you know, as I say, it's becoming almost a spectator sport watching Amber unravel. Even in the case, it was quite clear that the vast majority of the public supported Johnny and not her. She didn't like that. I thought it was hilarious in the middle of the case. She fired her publicity agents and hired some new ones. It's a court case, Amber. It's not about publicity. You're not going to win it by getting new PRs. But she continues to delude herself that jury and everyone else was mesmerised by Johnny Depp's superstar status. I think that's an insult to the jury. I think they looked at the facts of the case and they thought, he's telling the truth, this woman's lying.
I completely agree with you because I loved Johnny Depp 21 Jump Street when I was in diapers, but the man that we saw in that courtroom was bloated. You know, he does not look like he's taking care of himself. These jurors were not mesmerized by a movie star. They heard the facts. They heard the truth. And that juror said, we believe that she was the aggressor, which is what you heard on all of those audio tapes throughout the trial. And, you know, she has to stop saying that the jury was wrong, the jury was siding with Johnny Depp because of all of these different reasons, because what she's going to do is more jurors are going to come out and speak out against her and make her look even worse.
Yeah, and they maybe could even sue her.